Okay, today I want to explain to you software development process and methods. There are 6 basic stages of software development lifecycle. First, requirements analysis, then design, then implementation, then testing, then evolution. This is 6 basic steps of software development process. The software development lifecycle is a process of building a good software, and its lifecycle stage provides quality and correctness of good software. All the stages of lifecycle are important in itself. One wrong step in lifecycle can create big mistake in development of a software. Being an owner of stakeholder of software, company must know the development lifecycle of the software. Even your buyer may also aware of this lifecycle, so everyone wants to know that is how its development begins, which are the development process, which is the end portion of development life cycle. 6 stages of development in life cycle for software development. We have numerous types of SDLC models like waterfall, agile, spiral, and etc. All these SDLC model must follow these 6 steps for developing errorless software. Software development lifecycle has total 6 steps. All 6 steps are mentioned in below. First, requirement gathering and analysis. Second, system analysis. Third, system design. Fourth, coding. Fifth, testing. And sixth, implementation.
So the first one is requirement gathering and analysis. Requirement gathering and analysis is the first major stage of any SDLC model. This phase is basically the brainstorming phase because it has the many sub-stages for like feasibility analysis stages to check how much idea can put into action for development. In these stages, communication taking place between stakeholders and users and the project team. So, all the persons which are related to the project and they gather information for software development. First, identify and capture stakeholder requirements using customer interview and surveys. And the second is build multiple use cases to describe each action that a user will take on the new system. In that a brand new software development takes place more requirement gathering process for development, and in other already built software no need too much information and data gathering process.
And the second is system analysis. This is the second phase of SDLC where the entire system is defined in detail. In fact, in this stage, developer get a detailed blueprint of the various phases of the software that developed in the project. At this stage, the system is divided into smaller parts to make it easier, more manageable for the developers, designers, testers, project managers, and the other professionals who are going to own the software in the later stage.
The third one is system design. In this phase, the design of the system is designed. Design is developed by the analysts and designers. The system analysts design the local design for the designers, and then designer get the basic idea of designing the software design of front end and back end both. The system analyst and designer work together in designing the software design, and designer design the best software design under the guidance of system analyst.
And the fourth one is coding. It's the logical part of development process. In the phase, lots of brains are working for coding and get the final successful result for the software. In this, a team of programmers is assigned by the company to work on the software. The work is subdivided under subphase called task allocation, where each task is assigned different coder, so the development process is working faster.
The fifth one is testing. By process of coding, then the final process testing is proceeding. When the software is ready, it is sent to the testing department where quality analysts test it thoroughly for differently errors by forming various test cases. Once the testing department and quality analyst make sure that the software is error-free, then it goes to the next stage. So, the testing process is complete when all the testing module is complete.
And the last step is implementation. This is the final phase of the software development lifecycle. In this stage, if the software runs on various systems by user or buyers, if it runs smoothly on the system without any flaw, then it's considered ready to be launched. If it generates error, then it goes to testing department for testing, and many coders write a new code for developers errorless software.
6 basic stages of software development lifecycle. In this competitive internet world, everyone wants to design their software for its business. This software functionality must solve the user's need. Many users want new functionalities in their software, and developer must provide this functionality in that software. A buyer must choose software development company or agency that fulfills the client all requirements and development best, robust, and errorless software for the client.
And the next is for software of developing methods. The first method is waterfall development methodology. Consider the traditional software development method. The waterfall method is a rigid linear model that consists of sequential phase: requirements, design, implementation, verification, maintenance, in which distinct goals are accomplished. Each phase must be 100% complete before moving on to the next phase, and traditionally there is no process for going back to modify the project or direction. The linear nature of this method makes it easy to understand and manage. Projects with clear objective and stable requirements can be used the waterfall method. Less experienced project managers, project teams, and teams whose composition change frequently may benefit the most from using the waterfall development methodology. However, it is often slow and costly due to the rigid structure and tight controls. The drawbacks let waterfall method use the explore other development methodologies.
So the next one is rapid application development methodology. So rapid application development, or RAD, is a condensed development process that produces a high quality system with low investment cost. In a recent Forbes article, Scott Steiner, CEO and president of Technologies, said this RAD process allows our developers to quickly adjust to shifting requirements in a fast-paced, constantly changing market. The ability to quickly adjust is what allows such a low investment cost. The rapid application development method is divided into 4 phases: the requirements planning, user design, construction, and cutover. The user design and construction phases are repeated until the user approves that all of the requirements are met. RAD is most effective for projects with a well-defined business objective and a clearly defined user group, but which are not computationally complex. It is especially used if the project is small to medium-sized and time-sensitive. However, it requires a stable team composition with highly skilled developers and users who are deeply knowledgeable about the application area. Deep knowledge is essential when working on a condensed development timeline that requires approval after each construction phase. If you don't have these requirements, RAD may not work well for your organization.
The next one is Agile Development Methodology. There are many different forms of the Agile Development method, including Scrum, Crystal, Extreme Programming or XP, and feature-driven development or FDD. Agile methods attempt to minimize risks, such as bugs, cost overrun, and change requirements, by developing the software in iteration that are mini increments of the new functionality. The benefit of multiple iteration is that it improves efficiency by finding and fixing defects and expecting mismatches early on. Agile methodology on real-time communication which fail to provide new user with documentation to get up to speed. They require a huge time commitment from the users and is labor-intensive on the developers due to need to fully complete each feature within each iteration for user approval. The benefits to the software are realized early on due to the incremental addition of iteration. The agile methods are similar to RIAD or RAD and can be inefficient in large organizations. Programmers, management, and organizations accustomed to the waterfall method may have difficulty adjusting to agile, and often a hybrid approach works well for them.
The next one is DevOps deployment methodology. DevOps deployment is centered around organizational change that enhance the collaboration between the departments responsible for different segments of the development life cycle, such as development, quality assurance, and operations. It is focused on improving the time to market, lowering the failure rate of new releases, shortening the lead time between fixes, and prioritizing minimal disruption as well as maximum reliability. To achieve this, DevOps aims to automate its continuous deployment to ensure that everything happens smoothly and reliably. Companies that use DevOps have benefited by significantly reducing the time to market, improving customer satisfaction, and improving product quality, and also improving productivity and efficiency of its employees. A few drawbacks of DevOps include: first, some customers don't want continuous update to their system, and some industries have regulations that require extensive testing before being allowed to move to the operation phase. The third one is different environment used in the different departments can allow undetected issues to slip into production. And the last one is some quality attributes require human interaction, which slow down the delivery pipeline. These four methodologies are the most pervasive in software development. Each one has its own strengths, weaknesses, and works effectively in appropriate situations. This information may be helpful for you when choosing your development methodology.
Okay, that's all our explanation about the step of software developing and the four methodologies of software development. Thank you for watching.